Hello and welcome to another Team Intelligence Hints and Tips update from Boas & Associates. I'm Greg Boas, CEO of Boas & Associates. Thanks for joining us again. This week we're looking at something that's really interesting. It's a dynamic that is unseen in teams a lot of the time, and I think it's one that's it's key to unifying teams. And there's been so much focus over the last few decades on the importance of degrees and people having qualifications. And I think that the new IQ in business is actually EQ, which is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is basically us understanding as human beings that we are very emotional creatures, and that we aren't actually forced to follow particular emotions, that we have many emotions, but we do actually have a choice, and we actually choose to act with a particular emotion. Problem is that most of us don't actually know how we do that and how to do anything different. And I think that that's an issue that really lies it's a real important soft skill that I think should be taught in high schools and also in tertiary institutions, because it's one thing to go to university to learn about your career, but the next thing is that they don't really teach you a lot about advanced and effective communication skills, which I think really is where emotional intelligence lies. And in fact, there was a study done recently by the Institute of Health and Human Potential that showed that Motorola actually invested in stress management and emotional intelligence training for their staff. And after the training, they showed that 93% of the people that had been involved with the training showed an increase in productivity. And another study that they did showed that 43% of the respondents would actually give more of their sort of productivity levels would increase if their manager actually had emotional intelligence. Now, as I said, it is quite hard to sort of that tangible aspect of it, but it's about understanding that our emotions don't drive us. We use our emotions to drive ourselves and through our actions. And really what it boils down to in the bottom line is, guys, that we actually respond rather than react. That's the main thing. It reminds me actually of a quick story. One of the managers I used to work for, we used to have a monthly sales meeting, and when the months weren't obviously going so great, as sometimes they don't, we would dread getting our ears chewed off by this manager, because he just loved to give us a lecture, and you never really knew what you were getting with him, whether it was Jekyll or Hyde that day, and it really put a lot of us off kilter. And following those types of meetings, there was a lot of staff turnover, and unfortunately over the next year the amount of staff turnover actually cost the company I was working for at the time over $100,000 in replacing the staff. So you can see the cost of actually not having that sort of training. And as I mentioned before, the research has shown that it really does provide a return on investment to those businesses that are actually willing and able to do that sort of training internally or externally. Anyway, guys, that's a quick update this week on emotional intelligence. If you'd love to know more about this, please get in contact. And also, if you're experiencing issues like conflict, any issues within your team, get in touch with us and find out how our Team Intelligence Diagnostic can help you. Our phone number is 0405 298 232, or jump onto our website www.boasandassociates.com, or search for me on LinkedIn. Get in touch and we can have a chat. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you next week.